Hello students, today I am teaching to you class 6 science methods of separation of substances. In this topic already this is chapter 5, separation of substances, and the topic is method of separation ऑफ सब्सटेंसेस को हम कैसे सब्सटेंसेस के मिक्सचर को सेपरेट करेंगे। ऑलरेडी इस टॉपिक में हमने थ्रेसिंग, विनोइंग, हैंड पिकिंग और हैंड पिकिंग के बाद शीविंग, ये 4 मेथड ऑलरेडी हमने डिस्कस कर लिए हैं। आज की क्लास में हम 5th मेथड डिस्कस करेंगे, विच इज मैग्नेटिक सेपरेशन, और इसके साथ साथ एक और मेथड डिस्कस करेंगे, डिकेंटेशन। Okay, so now begin with the new method, magnetic separation. As the name suggests that this method is applicable for magnetic materials, means the materials which can attract the metals. This means this magnetic separation method is useful for separation of a metal from the heap of waste materials in which other materials, or we can say the substances, are non magnetic in nature. Means this magnetic separation method is applicable for the separation of if you want to separate a metallic material from the waste material which consists of a magnetic material and other non-magnetic material. You can easily separate the magnetic material from the metal compounds or materials. Okay, so suppose that here we take a mixture of iron fillings and sulfur. A mixture of iron fillings and sulfur. Suppose that this is a container in which sulfur and iron fillings are there present. in which iron fillings means the small pieces of iron, and sulfur is also a material or a substance, sulfur, but it is a non-metal. What is it? Is a non-metal, and iron, all of you know that it is a metal. This means we can easily separate this metallic substance from the mixture of this non-metallic substance clearly with the help of a magnet. But this is a special type of magnet which is called electromagnet. What is it called? It is electromagnet. Electromagnet means a magnet which is formed with the help of electric current. Electromagnet means a magnet which is prepared with the help of electric current. How can we make an electromagnet? Suppose that we take a iron wire or copper or aluminum wire and we twist the wire in this way, and here we connect a battery or a cell. In this way, what you observe that a current is denoted by the I letter. This is current. A current is flow inside the turning of wire is called a coil. If we turn a wire in this way, this is called a coil. So a battery, when a battery is connected, or we can say that a cell is connected in this way, a current is now flow through the coil and it behaves like a magnet. Or you know that a magnet have two poles, north pole and south pole. What are the poles? North pole and south pole. So when we connect the coil with a cell or battery, a current starts to flow in the coil and consequently it behaves like a magnet. But if we open this circuit, open this wire, again its magnetism is lost. That means we can say that the magnetic behavior of the coil is depend upon the flowing of current. If current is flowing, then it behaves like a magnet, and if we stop the flow of current, it behaves like a non-magnetic material or non-magnet. So it is depend upon the current, or we can say that electric currents. That's why this magnet is formed with the help of electric current. So this type of magnet is called electromagnet. What is called electromagnet? Because this magnet is formed or prepared with the help of electric current. And also, as this magnet, this is called permanent magnet. This is permanent magnet. If a pole is formed in a permanent magnet, north pole, and this is south pole, it is a fixed pole, never it be changed. This is a permanent. So the poles are formed in this magnet are fixed, that's why this magnet is called permanent magnet. But here, in case of electromagnet, poles are not fixed. It depends upon the flow of direction of current. So when current is flow inside the coil, there is also a north pole and a south pole is formed. North pole and south pole is formed, and it depends upon the direction of flow of current, and it behaves like a magnet. That's why it is called electromagnet. And for the separation of a magnetic material from the mixture of a material which consists of a magnet and non-magnetic material, there is we need to here use electromagnet, not permanent magnet. Because if we use permanent magnet, the iron fillings attached to the permanent magnet once a time is always, if you remove this iron fillings in other container, suppose that we attract the comes near to the mixture and iron fillings are attached to the permanent magnet, and you goes to the if you want to put into the another container this iron fillings or collect in another container, so you do not do it. Why? Because these iron fillings are already attached to the permanent magnet, and magnetism is never lost in the case of permanent magnet, so always attached to this magnet. So here we want to remove the magnetism of this magnet, and this is not possible in case of permanent magnet. So here we use a special type of magnet which is called electromagnet, and in industry it is used with the help of cranes. Because in a manufacturing industry there is many iron fillings or iron small pieces are removed during the process of manufacturing, and they can be separated with the help of this electromagnet. How can this is possible? Suppose that this is a crane, and it is attached to a electromagnet. What is called? This is electromagnet. Electromagnet, when we produce electricity inside the magnet, it behaves like a inside the material, it behaves like an electromagnet, and iron fillings are attached to it from the mixer easily, and then these iron fillings is moved up away to drop into a separate place. Suppose like that you move this crane up to this place and drop these iron fillings inside the container, iron pieces. So while dropping these iron fillings, what you should to do? You should do to remove the electric current flow through this electromagnet, and if you remove the current it behaves like a non-magnet and the materials attached to the magnet is easily fell down into the container, and hence we can easily separate the iron material from the heap of waste material. So this is a very useful method, and we can easily use this method to separate the magnetic material from a mixture of non-magnetic material easily. Okay, thank you. Next topic, decantation, I will discuss in my next class.